was not a bribe. That was a peace offering. This is a bribe, and we have too many good questions left for him to just skate by giving us cool shit. So let's stay focused, stay the course. Yeah, let's Barbara Walters.
Let's go,
ass.
heat it up.
All right, Dan Rathers. We're out here in bumfuck Kansas. Brighton is far from Denver. So tell us a little bit about the scene out here. What's your bar that you go to after a long day of like prep and kitchen stuff?
Something Brewery, right down the street on Main Street, actually has really good craft beers.
Okay.
They're fun. You know, they have great sours and stuff. And
are you a sour guy?
I'm a sour guy.
So do you like natural wine as well?
I haven't had enough to really say on it, you know, but I've seen the hype on it right now, and I heard your episode on it, so I'm interested in checking it out.
Definitely go see Noble Riot. They're in the same company that you keep in being a Best of Denver's Westward. But also you can grab him at Mr. B's. They have 3 locations across the city, and he has a fucking array of just like different kinds.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of it dances on that line of being a sour beer because it has not in like fermentation and process, but like in the flavor profiles, you like it. If you like sours, give them a whirl.
Yeah, but something brewery, I haven't been there. I'm gonna have to check that place out.
I highly recommend it. They've won a lot of awards, and it's really good stuff. I've never had a bad time there.
All right, where else are we trying to hit up in Brighton?
Oof.
What's the vibe like up here? Why did y'all choose Brighton? Was it because you liked? You do have a gorgeous fucking view, but.
I mean, it just worked out to come out here, you know what I mean? The price was right and the space was nice, so it just worked out for us. But Brighton, it's tough to say. The food scene out here is not very good.
Do y'all come into the city often?
I go to the city a lot. But I cook a lot of my own food, obviously. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I also fuck with Goldbelly. Familiar with Goldbelly?
Where do you get them? Okay, give me the top 3 things show us your fucking Goldbelly. Oh, I want to see your recent orders. And
have I just tell you what's up? I mean, I don't want to
What
get
have
up,
you
right?
gotten? What have you gotten?
So I've got soup dumplings right now. I get soup
From
dumplings.
Joe's
I stay
in New
with soup
York?
dumplings. I don't even get my soup dumplings. I don't get from Goldbelly. Actually, I get them from another place. I'll get you the name if you want it.
Yeah, I want it. What the fuck kind of question is that?
You
Yeah,
want it?
I would love it. I
You want
want
it on the
sheets.
episode?
Yeah, give it to it. That people
I'll have
want
to
these
look it up.
deeds.
It's XIN, I think, or something like that. I'll look it up real quick. I get my wife took my phone, but
That's smart. That's so we can stay focused.
I'll
I'm
look it
looking
up
at
though.
Ron
But
Funches.
soup dumplings. I get cheesesteaks from Philly. They're fire.
Have you had Little Arthur's Hoagies?
No.
Okay, so he's also in your company of Best Pop-Up. He's doing Philly style hoagies and of all different sorts. Like he'll do just basic cheese.
Yeah.
He'll do buffalo chick. He does a nice Italian. Man, he kills it.
Yeah.
You got to give that one a whirl. But
Hell
that's
yeah.
a good belly order. I can understand that.
I freeze my own food too. You know what I'm saying? I keep like.
Wait,
little
you just
side
freeze
portions.
the sandwich and leave it in there for a while?
For Goldbelly with the Philly cheesesteaks?
Yeah.
They send them to you frozen.
I know.
So,
How
yeah,
long-
you-
you don't
you-
just like crack those bitches open and eat it that day?
I have some right now. I got 3 of them in the freezer right now.
How long do you usually let them keep?
They'll hold for like 6 weeks at least.
Interesting.
Dude, I have New York bagels. Every morning I have a New York bagel here with.
You're from Florida.
Fresh logs.
Are you from New York as well?
I like good food. You know what I mean? I know it's good. I'm Jewish, so I know a good bagel.
Like bagels, man. Get over it.
I'm baffled by this. That's wild.
Shit, I got good bagels.
Philly's
over
cheese, bagels. I thought
You
he'd.
think Liz the fuck down in Florida, dude?
That's fair.
there. I've gotten.
Weed
I've
growers.
ordered
Northeastern.
like ramen and stuff on there. It's nice to have like on a late night after working and stuff. Nothing's open anymore, like late anymore.
Yeah, y'all aren't really.
And over here it's hard, you know. Like so, I'll get stuck eating some bullshit like Chili's or Texas Roadhouse. Those are like the best options.
Y'all
Unfortunately,
do have some. Y'all have chains.
we got chains
galore.
up the yin. Yeah, we got
To my hometown.
And my
we do
hometown.
have
I know.
Popeyes. I saw
we got Popeyes. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't, but I saw Sonic. If we're getting cheese sticks,
we got the Popeyes there on the other side. You guys came from different ways,
I had it from lunch.
Okay,
No,
so
we're in the same car.
looking out the different windows.
sounds like that's a wrap on Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something brewery.
And that's about
And
it.
if you see them at Great American Beer Fest, shake their hand because they're doing the Lord's work up here for these guys. All right, Chris,
right, so
dive into
next
some
question.
fine dining. What's your favorite city to eat in America?
Ooh,
You mentioned your inspiration in Vegas. You know, Chicago's an up-and-coming scene. New
we
York
didn't-
is a
we didn't mention
staple.
Vegas on here.
Was that earlier?
Yeah, but I did. So I did work in Vegas as a stage in Joe Robuchon. It's the only 3 Michelin-starred restaurant in Vegas. So I spent a couple weekends there, just being like a fly on the wall. But I wouldn't say I learned a lot there. That's where a lot of my inspiration comes. But if my inspiration was to come from a restaurant that I went to, I would say that it has to be either Chicago or New York.
Really?
So,
Well, you still have two. Sophie's Choice.
top two choices. Here we go. So Alinea would be my top choice as far as experiences. So like Alinea is the ultimate experience for a dining experience.
That's a good call.
And if you wanted the ultimate food experience where you get the most delicious meal of your life, I'll go to Per Se in New York. So those are my top two. One for experience, one for the flavor.
All right, that's fair. He gave it such a detailed answer. I'll allow two different cities.
If I had to pick one, it's Per Se.
Okay, there you go.
I spent my birthday. I spent my birthday there this last year.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep eating. You ask the next question.
So what about when you and the missus head into Denver for a date night? Where are we headed?
So
where did you last go, and where do you want to go?
Okay, all right. So I mean, I went to last place I went to was probably Mizuna for fine dining.
Shout out to my little brother Lee. Smell you over there.
I fuck with Mizuna heavy. Love that place. I really like Beckon a lot before. I don't really know who the chefs are there right now, but I really mess with Beckon.
I think it's Cody, isn't it?
I used to go there when it was Duncan and Allison, so shout out to them. And then those are my two top like fine dining restaurants to go to out here. And then as far as places that I want to go, I don't know. I want to go actually check out that place that the Hop Alley. I went there like a long time ago, but I haven't been there in a long time. I know it's not fine dining, but that's like the spot that
it's perfect.
That's where I've been wanting to check out though after
upscale
seeing all the hype on it and stuff. Because Annette's like I love Annette, you know, but I haven't been there in a really long time, so I need to go back.
Yeah, you definitely need to get.
Both of those are bangers.
Ahead of time and get a reservation for Hop Alley. Go in there and have a blast.
Okay, so I'm going to set everybody that's listening up. This is something I'll start doing a little bit more regularly on websites and video series, but I'll coordinate a date night for you. What you do is, y'all are probably going to drive down, is there I don't know if there's a light rail that goes out this way,
No.
but so you'll drive down, you'll park maybe for the night and stay in, but you go to the Red Barber and grab either just a cocktail or a mocktail, and you can get away with like a nice vape. Shout out to our friends over at Seed and Smith.
Yeah.
But it gives you a whole view of all of Denver, and you get Pikes Peak on the backside, just popping a little titty, and then you get the mountains all up the western side of it, and it's the top of this roof, and it's just kind of like a tequila bar with small bites for a hotel, but it's open to everybody. It's a killer bar. And then you go down to Hop Alley and have supper, and then you finish by making a fish hook over to Miller and Rossi. There's a speakeasy behind the art gallery, and they have like leather, like elevated chairs, and so like you kind of sit up like you're like
I
a
heard
king.
of that one.
It's a cool spot. It's a cool
We've been
vibe,
there, right?
and you can just do that little fish hook and get out of town without any harm or any. Don't bother a soul, and you're far enough away from the Chads that are down there at Federales. And
You're right there on Brighton Boulevard if that means anything.
and you can grab a late night pizza at Black
Slide right
Shirt
back.
Brewing on your way out. Just grab a pie.
That's a good date night, Kip. Well done.
Thank you.
That's right. When are you gonna take me, Kev?
I actually did that for somebody whose like wife had been sick, and he was like, "I need to take her out," and I did it for him. I was like, "Fuck, I should start doing that," and that's what I told them to do. So if you're listening, I wish you well, and I hope y'all are doing well. So we're sparking another J, but you're not out of the doghouse yet.
I love the doghouse.
Yeah, it's really fun.
hang out.
Okay, would you rather be Scooby Doo or one of the Disney dogs where they may have the ability to fully talk? Which one is that? Goofy?
Definitely Goofy.
No,
one
it's
of them.
Pluto. No, Pluto's the
Pluto.
dog. Goofy
I'm
is
Scooby
a dog.
though. Either way, I gotta have my Scooby snacks.
Okay, there you go. Stoner? That's
Yep.
fair. All right, so if you were to have sex with any cartoon character, which one would you pick and why?
Jessica Rabbit.
No, she doesn't count, everyone.
come on.
She's been said to me times. She's the Tyrannosaurus Rex of dinosaurs.
You gotta think.
Fine. What's the other one? With the black top or whatever. Betty, whatever her name is.
Are you thinking same movie?
No.
Oh, you talking about Betty Boop where she covers
Yeah.
one eye?
Yeah, I do Betty Boop.
Okay, that's fair. That's actually good. We actually heard that, yeah.
No, but I can see that picture.
I was trying to think. I was like, is there another woman in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit movie?
That sounds good.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we'll get into the serious questions.
I mean, actually, if you could be a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be and why?
Brontosaurus. They're mad chill. And they eat all the green.
Dude, he's fucking McClintock
They
reincarnate.
got killer views too. 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
See all the
answer.
mountaintop titties.
I fucking dig. That's a great answer. So as you spark another joint, what is, your main means of getting high?
Joints are easy go-to for me.
You gotta-
Joints are easy go-to for me. Sorry about that. But like I love dabbing. You know what I'm saying? I eat edibles at night. I try not to do them too much in the day.
What's
'cause
your
I'll lose my
edible
day.
dosage? Do you just like fucking pound the pavement at 50 or 75 milligrams?
Nah, I usually do like 50.
Yeah.
50 is where I like to
Yeah,
be
don't
at.
burn the table.
It won't burn.
It won't?
Something
Okay.
else like this. Veronica.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris is kind of in the boat where he could. If I got 50 would be an elephant shot to my chest. I'd be like, "Pooh, see y'all later."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm
I can't-
comfortable with taking like
Everybody's got a different
20
tolerance.
to 30 at night. But I mean, like, it gets expensive. The edible game's not cheap. I mean, you start.
Are you a medicinal
That's-
patient?
No, I'm not.
Or do you make your own?
That's what I recommend. Make your
His own.
own make your own oil. There's a video on my website.
Do the plug.
No,
We do that all the time.
How much? So, quick question. I don't need to do that. But how much weed, like, do you need to buy to make like a solid? I don't know why I've never looked into this. I've just never have. But like, if you're gonna make your own butter
So
or something like that.
yeah. So basically, if you're gonna use cannabis flower, you're gonna get the most taste of the plant, right? If you use a concentrate, then you're gonna get less taste, right? And then if you use like distillate, you're gonna have even less taste because it's like more higher refined, right? It's a third process. I've recommend like on the go for me when I arrive at a party to make it easy, CO2 oil is the best or distillate, but CO2 oil is good because it has terpenes already in it that are natural cannabis terpenes, as opposed to distillate, which usually has like added terpenes back then that might not be derived from cannabis. So for that reason,
Where can you get that shit?
Cali's.
Hey! It's like he fits in like a glove. He's got to come to one of our
I mean,
dinners.
that sounds like that was teed up, but that's just
To be-
getting better at what we're doing.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Way to go, dude.
Yeah, but most dispensaries, you could find products like that, but Cali's I know for sure carries it. I was in there the other day.
Okay.
I mean, that's so and by the way, they won Best New Dispensary.
It's one of my favorites, honestly. Like just straight up, like I have no reason to say that.
Okay, I'm gonna check out that video about making weed butter. I just need to do it because I feel like
You're probably leaving a lot of money on the table because you definitely have a higher tolerance than me. Like, as we smoked that first joint the size of a hand, I was like, man, we've got to record this fucking podcast. And I was like, and I got to drive later.
snuck up on me too. All of a sudden, like sometimes with a joint you hit it a few times and you're like, that was like 3 times too many.
Yeah. So a couple weeks ago, we had the guys on the people on from, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do anything like that. The people on from Chiba Chews. And Chris ate an edible in the early part of the episode. And by the end of it, he was like, oh, he was like mixing up words. That's how I felt when we started this one. But I'm back now. So let's get wonky again. He's done fairly well with the cartoons and the dinosaur answers. Let's ask him some hard hitters. What do you think?
I was gonna say one more thing for you guys too,
Do it.
because you asked me about it. But basically, I think it's I gotta look. It's been a while since I've done it, but let me use your calculator real fast. Can I use your calculator for 2 seconds?
Of course. Here, I got to pull it. I got to do that face thing.
I'll give you the math though, so people have it and stuff, if you want, real quick.
Yeah, might as well.
But basically, how it works is, I won't give you the tough stuff.
I don't do math, but I'll take it.
I'll just give it exactly. So basically, let's see, 2 times.
You're going to find this pretty crazy, but I haven't used the calculator before.
Yeah. So basically, if you put 1 gram if you get 1 gram from the store of the CO2 oil or the distillate, which you'll have an average about 800 milligrams, and then you put that into 1 cup of heated up olive oil on a double boiler setup, which is basically boiling water underneath, not touching the bowl, and then it's heating it with the steam.
Yeah, like
So
you would
put-
do with chocolate.
Right, exactly
Tempered?
like you would do tempered chocolate. So you put 1 cup of oil to 1 gram of concentrate, and then that's going to give you about 100 milligrams per tablespoon.
Damn.
So you can break that down as much as you
Or no,
want.
it's excuse me, that's 100 milligrams per ounce. If you put 2 grams, it's 100 milligrams per tablespoon. So then
tablespoon would have been a fucking nut.
But you don't
It'd
use
be
the
like
whole
100
tablespoon. No, you
milligrams.
can do it. You break it down to like a quarter teaspoon even. So you're putting drops. You're not putting a ton of olive oil on your food.
Yeah,
You're not
just
overwhelming it.
fucks up and-
No, yeah, you
this
don't
sounds
do
like
that.
you're puddling, folks.
No, you don't do
over
that.
here.
You get a dropper bottle. You can take it with you to the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time all the
I'm
time.
about to start
That's a
making my
good-
edibles for show.
Dude, you've got to, Chris. We got to video it. I mean, I got so much free time. I'll watch you. I'll watch you make oil.
But I'll make an olive oil that's basically 1,000 milligrams a tablespoon sometimes. And the reason is because say I want to make. Listen, why? The reason is say I want to make a batch of cookies that has 60 cookies in it, right? I only have to put 1 tablespoon of my 1,000